Hello Music 309 class, this is my final presentation and it's going to be about mariachi music and its influence in American culture. So mariachi music has been around for hundreds of years. There are many stories and legends of where it first began. Some believe that it began in 19th century Mexico when French Emperor Maximilian was ruling the country. And mariage in French means marriage or wedding, and people think that mariachi is a direct root from that word. And there are also stories that mariachi music started in all these different types of cities in Mexico. But the mariachi music that we know today and that we see today being performed is direct influence from the 19th century Jalisco, Mexico. The way the bands are ensembled and the way the instruments used is the same type of performance in the way they performed since the 19th century in Jalisco. They use 4 instruments. They use 2 guitars, a violin, and a harp. The 2 guitars are actually a guitarron, which is a bass guitar. They also use a vihuela, which is a 5-string guitar, and they also use an arpa, or a harp in English. These are the instruments that we see when mariachi music bands come and perform at weddings and birthdays and communions and everything. And these instruments are also used in country music. So we see the Mexican influence straight to American culture with the instruments being used. Sometimes we even see country music and mariachi have the same type of rhythm, the same type of tone, maybe the same lyrics. And so we straight off the box we see the big influence that mariachi music has here in America in terms of our music. Dan Sheehy is another great example of Mexican culture influencing American culture. He is actually an American-born citizen, and he's been performing mariachi music for almost 50 years now. He is in this big famous band, and he's also the director of this big famous mariachi school called the Center for Folklife and Cultural Heritage at the Smithsonian Institution. So he's been the director there for a few years now, teaching young students about mariachi music and the culture of it, the history of it, how to play, and everything about that. And this is, like I said, an American-born citizen. He went to UCLA, started off as a rhythm and blues player until his band fell apart. He was then asked to join a mariachi band. He didn't know any Spanish, didn't know how the music was played. Went into the band and he was introduced and immediately fell in love with it and has been playing, like I said, for almost 50 years now. And Dan Sheehy, he even says that I can tell you that more than 1/2 of the United States have active mariachi groups in them these days. That didn't used to be the case. So mariachi, Mexico and America, Mexico borders 4 states in America, but we see mariachi music, like Dan Sheehy said, in more than half of the states here. So you can go to places like New York or Florida and you can see this music being played either by Mexicans or Americans, but they play the same way. And the reason why people love mariachi music and why it has such a big influence is because the connection between the performers and the audience. We see with all different genres of music. You go to a show, you go to a festival, a concert, and these musicians, they have a set list and a playlist that they're already going to play. They know their songs, they've rehearsed them and performed them over and over again to get ready for performance night. But with mariachi musicians and bands, they only have 2 or 3 set songs that they're going to play for people. And really, they're just taking requests from the audience and sometimes even improvising these songs as they go along. They have to know hundreds of songs. Sometimes they don't even know them. They have to, learn the beats and the rhythm. And really, they're using the audience's energy and their vocals to perform their songs. And Jose Hernandez even says that mariachi music is like the flag of Mexico. And so to compare music to the flag of a country just shows how greatly appreciated this genre is in Mexico and why it's so greatly appreciated here in America. We see it everywhere we go. Mariachi music can be played to celebrate someone's birth, someone's death. It's just a celebration of anything, someone's life, someone coming into this world. And it's just, if you ever seen a mariachi music performance, if you haven't, you should go see one. They're fun, everyone sings along, is clapping, and it's definitely had a positive impact here in America. Thank you.